Did you see my do you see uh, my PowerPoint presentation? Can you see?
Yes, sir.
So today topics we will start with administer governance and compliance. Governance and compliance means what are the rules and policies there, and how can we, control our resources, means our services in Azure with any policy and anything like techniques. There are some techniques how we can control our resources. Resources means the services of our Azure. So these topics we will learn about today. So first of all, we will learn about what is configure subscription and what is Azure Resource Manager. These things we will learn first. First of all, we will know about the region. Region is the one thing where suppose we want to make a server. So server, there should be a place where the server will be configured and where my data will be stored. That places will be a data center. So in Azure, there are a lot of data centers there, and data centers are divided and spreading in different regions. And this is called the region of the data center. A region represents a collection of data centers. Suppose it's a, East US region. In East US region, there are collection of data center, not a single data center. There are a lot of data center, different places. Suppose in East Asia, there are a lot of data center in different places. But region is East Asia. Under the East Asia, there will be a data center. There are some different data centers, but in different places. Provide flexibility and scale. All the data center are flexibility. So it is upon you that where you want to hosted your apps or your data, or where you want to make your virtual machines or database. Any places you can make. It is flexible. And scale means suppose it is depends on how capacity you want to make for this data center, for your server or your data or your database or your virtual machines or your networks, anything. Preserve data residency. It is also use the data residency means data will be stored there in safely. There will be no risk of any disaster. If disaster is happens, then there will be a backup options. From the backup options, you can get your data immediately. So there are very few chance of loss of data. Select regions close to your users. Suppose you have a website or you have a apps, and you want to host it in Azure. So, but you have to think about or plan about that who are the user of your apps or website. So suppose in Bangladesh, you are making one e-commerce site where people will go to the website, and for buying something they will order. Like there are a lot of in Bangladesh there are Daras or Chalda, a lot of e-commerce site. So where it will be hosted, it will be recommended that you will be hosted very close, very close to our country, because all of the users is will be in our country, means Bangladesh. So you have to choose a data center from Azure that it will be very close to Bangladesh. So this is recommended. Beware of region deployment availability. There are some, services are exceptional services is there where everywhere you cannot find this one. Suppose a Linux distribution. Linux, there are a lot of distribution. So you want to, you want to hosted your apps in a Linux distribution or Linux version. So you need to set up that Linux version. But you have to find out that where you want to choose the region, suppose East US or West US or Africa or Asia or Australia, anywhere place, you have to first search about that region is provided this Linux distribution or not, because there are some service or component is there, which are not, which are not all will be not available in every region. So these things you have to consider when you want to make any compute services or any services, which is very exceptional. And there are global services that are region independent. Some service are region independent. It means it will be all over the world. Means suppose VM, virtual machine, in all region you can find these virtual machines. Suppose virtual network, all regions, all data center, you will find the virtual network. You have to don't think about this thing that whether if I want to make a virtual network in the US region, whether I will get the permission or whether I will find that service there or not. You don't have to think about. There are some services which are is always everywhere is available. Regions are paired for high availability. You can pair regions. It means suppose East US, you have a data center, you have your transfer data, or you have made a server in East US, and you want to pair. Paired means you want to make a connection with West US. So these two regions are paired. It means whenever there is any data or any service you are deploying in East US, automatically it is deploying in West US also. Suppose if East US data center is breakdown or any calamity happen, then West US data center will support you to run those services. So these are the things about the regions. It's very important about the regions. So in worldwide, there are 6+ regions representing 140 countries. In Azure, we have a 60+ regions is there and 140 countries under the 60+ regions. So these 140 countries have the data center of Azure Microsoft is there. So any questions about these slides? Because this slide is very important. So no questions. So I'm going to next slide.
Sir, one question.
Yes.
I have one question.
Yes.
About the, let's take one example. If I'm from Comoros, I want to buy a service. I want to buy a services, one service.
Yes. Yes.
So how can I check? Can I check my near server or my near how can I check to get the good services that it will run, it will work very well?
When you actually if there is a service in that region, it will be definitely run very well. If there is no service there, then you cannot deploy that service in that region. So when you build a service, there should be, I will show you in the next, there is a region. So if you find the region, then you can think that this region is supported this service. If you cannot find that region, it means it cannot be supported on that region. We will see. You just remember, you will see when we will create any file.
Like if I build that services, I will see that my closer region, the region that is closer
Yes.
me.
Yes. Suppose East US. East US, there is no service. What you want? Then you have to choose West US. Which one is very near?
Okay.
If there is no very near, then you have to think about the second choice like this. If that service is not available in the closest region.
Oh, okay. I understood, sir.
Okay. Now, Azure subscription. Do you know Azure subscription? When you buy Azure, there are a lot of subscription there. Suppose you take the subscription about the students. Like this, there are a lot of Azure subscription there. Whenever you take any subscription, there is a default one directory is created automatically. This one is called director. trusted Azure AD and create subscription. It identities of Azure AD. Active Directory is created and also a directory is created. Logical unit of Azure service that link to an Azure account. This logical unit of Azure services that is linked to an Azure account. This is a subscription and it is your account. This subscription is in your account. What is your account? Your account is suppose your email address is your account and the subscription is student. So these are the link with your account. Security and billing boundaries. There is some security and billing also associated with this subscription. Okay. So obviously if there is a subscription, there is also a billing systems. So one Azure account can have different subscription. Why this different subscription? For the billing and security purpose. This is the last things is there. This is the example of this. Suppose you have a software company. So you have one Azure account in your company name, and under this Azure account company name, you buy one subscription for developer, one subscription for tester who are testing your development, and one is for production subscription who deploy your product in the different servers. So these are the things. So why these three subscription needed? Because we have to manage our budget. Suppose we development, we have 3 users. So here should be, we will put more budget. In test, there is only 2 users and very few needs for testing purpose. So we put it here, less subscription, and production subscription we need more because there will be a lot of servers and database and a lot of things. So we will put the maximum budget is there. So by this way, we can divide the budget into different subscription. It is easy for you to monitor the billing and budget also. So that's why sometimes we put different subscription in one Azure account. Now, what are the subscription uses? How you can get the subscription? One is straightly free. I have. Why he has the problem with joining?
I don't know, but for me, I didn't have
I
a
don't know.
problem when I joined. Even me, I don't know why it's. Uh,
Okay. Okay. So we are going. So we have suppose free. There is subscription. The one subscription is free subscription, which is includes 200 credit for past 30 days. For past 30 days, you will get 200 credit card and free limited access for 12 months. There are some access free because there are some components like Active Directory. You can use free in 12 months for free subscription. But for 200 credit, you can use for the first 30 days. For this free, you need to have one, international credit card. Without this, you cannot get free account. Then another is pay as you go. Charge you monthly. They will charge you monthly by your credit card. This one is pay as you go. How much you use in a month, they will charge it from your credit card. This is called pay as you go. Another is CSP. CSP means Cloud Solution Provider Partner. There are some partners from Microsoft who from them you can give a agreement, and for that agreement you can get some discount also. Suppose yearly or suppose yearly, 3 yearly, 2 yearly, 5 years. You can have a agreement that I will choose this type of services, or there is some packages there. They will offer you some packages. From them, you can buy these services.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Sir, we don't hear.
Sorry, I was disconnected.
Okay.
Okay. Suppose CSP. Did you get CSP? That one?
Yeah, but can you repeat again? Yeah.
Now another one is
CSP,
another one is enterprise.
CSP, sir.
CSP is agreement with possible discount. It means there are CSP is called Microsoft Cloud Solution Provider Partner. This is called Cloud Solution Provider Partner. These are some companies is the partners of Microsoft. So from this company you have to do an agreement with possible discount. They can give you discount. They have a different packages for you. From there you can take subscription. It is basically used for small and medium business. Small to medium business. Who have small and medium business, they can take subscription from CSP. Enterprise is for big organization. In the big organization, there are a lot of license there. They are using lot of licenses there. Issue is there. So from that license, you need to have a discount. For one agreement will be there for enterprise. There are a lot of license there. They will give you the license, license discounts, and also there will be a lot of softwares is there. So they will also give you the software assurance, and it is for targeted for large scale of organization like data centers or different banks and lot multinational companies can take their subscription for enterprise. And another one is student, which you are using now. $100 you will get for 12 months. Must verify student access. You should have student access for this one. So
Yeah,
any
Sir, I
question
think
about?
because of this,
Yes,
that's why I have issue to connect
this
my
one.
Azure quota.
Yes, you have to verify the student access. I think it should be gives. They are asking some, student ID card. I think so.
Yes, I do, but
Or
after at the end they ask me for payment.
no, if you give the ID card, then they will not ask you for payment. I think so. Still,
yeah,
you have a
but
Yes.
problem.
yeah, sir, we tried many times, a lot of times, but it doesn't work. I don't know why.
Okay, I
I
will
don't know.
check tomorrow, and I will get back to you. What is the issues is there? Okay,
Yeah,
or the
sir.
process is there.
Okay, sir, I have a question because
Yes.
I have some confusion between CSP and enterprise. Let's take this
Look,
example. If I for example
look,
uh
look. I
okay,
next slide it will be clear. Next slide it will be
okay,
clear. Okay.
okay,
Look, this is enterprise agreement. Okay. Customer make an upfront monetary commitment and consume services throughout the year. For enterprise agreement, for big organization, you have to pay upfront. Suppose your calculation, you will give that I need these services. I will run this type of services in my Azure, my Azure portal or Azure cloud. Then they will give you a cost that yearly you have to pay this amount. Suppose $3,890. Then you have to make an upfront payment. And that means you have to give this payment advance. Then they will give you access of to your Azure portal or your services. Clear? This is enterprise agreement. And reseller, there is one reseller option is some are reseller. It means they will take some subscription from the Microsoft and they will sell you on behalf of Microsoft. This is flexible way to purchase cloud service. So you are not direct calling Microsoft. There are some companies who are taking services from Microsoft and they're reselling that microservices to you. This is another subscription. To how to obtain your subscription. Another one is partners. Who are the partner? They will not only give you the solution, but also they will help you to implement the solution to cloud. Suppose if you have any problem, they will try to implement your problem in the solutions, in the cloud solution. Okay, this one is the partner. Another one is personal free account. It means we are using student and who are the using like free account or just any personal account, then there is a straight right away. You will create the account, you will put your credit card and you will pay after the month what you have uses. Okay, these four options you can obtain subscription.
Yes,
So
sir.
I think now this is clear, isn't it?
Yeah. Now it's very clear, but I have another question for
Okay.
this one. This reseller and enterprise agreement. If I want to resell these services from Microsoft, how can I make that process to buy from Microsoft and sell it in
Look,
another?
that then you have to be a CSP, Microsoft Service Solution Provider partner.
Yes, how can I get it?
You have to be partner because how can you have to
Yeah,
contact with
how
Microsoft.
okay.
Yes, you you have to be a company, you have to contact with local Microsoft. There's Microsoft local office in every country or every region. Then they will give you the process how you can give it, how you can have a reseller. Okay.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
Then resource group.
Assalamualaikum.
Resource. Walaikum assalam. You are too late, but no problem.
Yes,
There is a
yes,
there is
I changed the laptop that I'm using, so that's why I have problems
Okay.
to join. So, but I
okay. No,
already. So my question is now I'm a Azure administrator or cloud administrator. So if I want to start deal with the cloud, so any software or any their source that I want to use, first I supposed to take instruction from them, or that's I want to ask, because sometimes if you want to some service but you have some problems, you can communicate that. I want to be clear communication from your local, how that communication can be.
which type of communication?
Communication means okay, I have contract by in the university. I want to to create system in the university, but okay, I have confused some of the installation or some assessing the process. So how can I
This is
contact you?
this is the administrator's work. You are the administrator expert, so you should know how you can deploy or how you can install and how it will works. You don't need to help
No,
take help.
the payment that I'm saying in this
Payment
case.
payment will go on. Suppose if you want to go subscription, take subscription from Azure, then you have to find out who are the service provider in Bangladesh from Azure, from Microsoft. So you have to contact with them. There is some the partner like gold partner, silver partner. There are some different partners is there. So you will contact with them and you will give your requirements to them. Then they will give you the packages or subscription. That these subscription or these packages you can take.
So, okay, this communication should be on your region, or you cannot call them direct. Also, send the Gmail, something like that.
No. From region you have to contact.
It's supposed to be physical or
Suppose
call
by
by virtual.
email, physical, any, but no problem. Suppose
Okay.
you have to go to Microsoft. Microsoft also told you that all Microsoft can give you the list of partners there from your region.
Okay.
Suppose I'm from Bangladesh, I contact with Microsoft that I want to take something that. Then on the next email something they will tell me that or give the list of the contact numbers or company's name that whom I can talk with them or discuss with them about those subscription because they are Microsoft service provider or partners. Okay.
Okay.
Now there is a resource groups. Resource group is what we are learning now is, so far that resources. Resources means suppose a virtual machine. This is a resource. A database. This one is a resource. A network, virtual network. This one is resource. So there are different resources. So you have to put these resources in any places, isn't it? Otherwise, this resource will be scattered. So this is called resource group. Resource group is like a bucket where you can put many different resources. It is not like that you have to put same resources in resource group. No, different resources, many different resources, you can put one resource group. So before, first of all, you have to create resource group to create any resources. Okay. So this is the first one. You have to create a resource group. Without resource group, you cannot create any resources. Resource groups can have resources, as I told, in many different types from many different regions. In same resource group, you can create virtual machine from East US. In same resources, under same resources, you can create, suppose database in Asia, no problem. Groups cannot be renamed or nested. Suppose you create a one resource group, it cannot be renamed. You cannot rename this group, and also it can be nested. Suppose under a one resource group, there cannot be possible to create another resource group. You can move resources between resource groups. Suppose we have resource group A, where you put one virtual machine, and you after that you create a resource group 2. So you want to move that virtual machine from resource group 1 to resource group 2. It is possible. You can do it. Okay. So these 4 points you understand. I think it's very easy.
Yes, sir.
So in the resource group, you can find also the users and quota. Suppose how much uses you have already done or how much uses already left you can use. You can find from any resources group there. So when we will in the lab, then you can see these things. So there is another one is create Azure and Azure hierarchy. Hierarchy we will learn later. First of all, we can create one Azure resource group in the lab. So I'm going to lab and I will share my screen. Can you see my portal?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Suppose you want to create one Azure resource group. So first of all, you have to type here resource, RESOU, then resource groups came. Click here. Then it's a lot of resource group is there. So we will make another resource group. Just click here, create. So there's a subscription. So I put this subscription and make like Azure. Azure batch 4. So this is the name of these resources. This is the region. Look, East US. There are a lot of regions is there. So any region you can take. So you normally we put East US. Then tags, no need tags now, review and create. Now create. It will create now. The resources. Now this resource is create as it batch 3. So from now on, whenever we create any resources, we will put in here as a batch 4, isn't it? Azure, this one, Azure batch 4. This resource is from our, whenever we learn or create some resources in these courses, we will put here this resource group. Now we can understand what is the resource group.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So inside this resource, you can put many
Resources.
Yeah, resource
Services.
inside. Okay, okay.
Okay.
It's look like a folder, something like
yes,
that.
yes, like a folder. Good example. Okay, this is only resource 2. Okay, now we will go for resource hierarchy. We know hierarchy, isn't it? You know about hierarchy. Hierarchy is the some trees of order. Manage groups provides a level of scope above subscriptions. Suppose why we need hierarchy. Why? As I told in the first of these lectures starting, today's topics is for how we can control or give some policy or how we can rules our resources or our services. So this is the topics. So from here, suppose if I want to make one rules for app service and human resource also and dev test also. So if there is no hierarchy, then what happened? We have to put individually. Suppose one rules individually for human resource, one rules individual for development test subscription, one rules for app subscription. It means the resources from human resources from development test subscription, and resources from app subscription. If I put any rules upon these 3, then we have to put separately. But if there is a hierarchy, then if I put the top rules to the top of the hierarchy, then all others down elements can have same rules. So we don't need to put the same rules or assign rules separately. Did you understand?
Yes, yes, I understood. I understand.
That's why we put this. That's why we need resource hierarchy. Where you need this one? Suppose if you have a big organization and you have a lot of subscription is there, lot of departments is there, and every department there are you need to impose lot of rules. Then you need this type of hierarchy, this resource hierarchy. That time you need. Target policies and spend budgets across the subscription and inheritance down the hierarchies. Suppose the subscription also you can put in the hierarchies. It is not mandatory that there will be only the resources will be there. No, subscription key also can be there as a hierarchy. Implement compliance and costs reporting by organization, business and teams. Look, from cost also you can put here that you can put budget here. So this budget will be applied for this and this also, like this. Suppose for IT, there are, there are a lot of sub section is there. So if we put one budget there, then all those things are implemented automatically. You don't put budget here, here, here separately. If you put in up, then all down elements will get that rules or that compliance automatically. So we
Yes.
will
Yes.
learn. So tag. Do you learn about tag? Yes.
Can you come back? Yes. Here, if I understood, it means like human resource and IT and marketing, they have same functionality
Yes.
because they are in the same row.
So I'm just telling you. Suppose human resource group. You
Yes.
put one rules there. What rules? That if anyone wants to create any resource from human resource group, the resource must be in East US region. So all these rules is imposed to app services and dev test subscription also. Okay. So from anyone from app service, these regions, this group wants to create one virtual machine, they should create virtual machine in East region. Why? Because it is implemented in human resource and he is the under of human resource. Okay. Now understand?
Yes. Now I understand.
Tag. We learn about tag. Tag is for what? Tag is for just for, make it simple way to get the billing. How you can get the bill system. Billing means how much bill you are, they are costing, how much bills they are, expense. That's you can create for this region. You can create tags. Tag have two things. One is name, another one is value. Suppose name is marketing. Okay. Suppose name is what can I say? Tag name is suppose uh, suppose app service. So name is app, value is developer. Another name is website, value is developer. So if you want to check that how much cost you have a developer, then you will search with dev, then all the resources will come are created by the tag of developer. Okay. So when we will create resources, then we will learn these things. And these are the managed cost. There are cost will be there. Cost are resource specific. So which are the resources? The cost will be under that. Usage cost may vary between locations. Suppose different location cost is different. Yes. Yes.
So this tag that is mean like if you want to create any resource like automatically or what?
No, not automatically. You have to put. You have to put tag. It is it is not compulsory. If you want, you can put. If you don't need, you don't put.
What is advantage of this tag?
I told you the example, that this is the example. Suppose if you want to, this is for like to find out the cost. Basically used for find out the cost. Suppose you have a lot of resources there and different departments are using resources. Suppose you have the three three product is going on. One is website, one is app, another one is suppose mobile app. So you are make tag like app and value will be developer. Another one is website, value will be developer. Suppose another one is mobile app, value will be developer. Now you want to find out that how much cost for last 6 months is for developer. So you search for developer, all the list will come. Then also you find how much is for cost for developer only for website, how much they have spending money for developer or only for mobile app like this. So this is by tag and value, you can find your costing very easily. Normally it is used to find out the costing.
I got it. Thank you. I understand.
Then manage cost. How you will manage cost? Costs are resource specific. So how resource there is a cost. So every resource there are some cost because in the resources there are lot of resource group, lot of in the resource cost are resource specific. So different resource there are different cost. Suppose virtual machine. Suppose if you create Windows virtual machine, then there will be one cost. If you create Linux, then there will be less cost like this. Users cost may be vary between locations. Suppose we know that in Bangladesh, price are cheap. In USA, price is more. Why? Because in Bangladesh, the location price, the purchase, suppose if you want to make a data center in Bangladesh, so it will take less cost than to build a data center in US. For this reason, suppose if you want to put one VM or put your data in US data center, it will take more cost from you. Then you have to then the put the data your data in the Bangladesh data center. It will take less. So that's why there are vary between the locations. Cost for inbound and outbound data transfer differ. Inbound or outbound means which one you are taking, receiving data from the data center, that is a one cost. And when we will upload the data center, your data, that one is different cost. Prepay with Azure reserved instance. You can prepay means you can pay RP previously for reserved instances. So you can pay this one also. For this, if you want to pay, then you will get discount. As I told before, there is a subscription where you can pay upfront payment. If you put upfront payment, then obviously you will get some discount. Suppose 1 year subscription you take, then you will get some discount. Use your on-premise license with Azure hybrid benefits. Suppose you have a Windows server and you have the license of server. So in the portal, in the cloud, you want to create another Windows server machine. So you can use this license in the Windows server in the cloud. So your costing will be less because in the same license you are using for two means two locations. One is your on premises, another one is in cloud. Optimize with alerts, budgets, and Azure advisor recommendation. There are some things that alerts. You can put one threshold. Suppose $1,100. When your subscription is near about $100, they will automatically from the portal, they will give you notification with email that you are crossing your alerts. And you can put budget there also. So whenever this budget will cross or if this budget is near about this budget, there will be a alert message will go to your email. And Azure advisor recommendation. There is another one is advisor recommendation. Suppose last 6 months there will be a analytics. Azure will analyze your last 6 months resources and they will give you a advice that this type of resource you can use and this type of resource you can avoid because this type of resource you didn't use, you take but you didn't use that one, so these are useless but you are paying money. So these things they will show you, they will give you advice. So these things, by this way you can manage your cost. So you understand these things. This is about how you can manage cost.
So, sir,
Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
So this billing mean like if you are like already to start to create your system or to building any kind of the uh, you start to create your own software or any product that you need in Azure. So
Yes.
this bill is to arrange them to show you the cost, how you can bill in them to create the how to call the system of the payment.
Yes. How much you are
Ah,
using?
okay.
How many
So
virtual machine you are using? That
so
amount of bill you get.
this billing will be automatically, or you are the one who's supposed to create it?
No. Bill will come automatically. You are
Oh,
using there, it will generate it.
so and also he will show amount that you are paying every device that you are using. He will show you amount that you are paying, and those are not using. And
Yes. Yes. Though you are not using, but you created, they will also suggest you that these you are created, but these are not you are using.
so
This is
can
advisory informations.
yeah, so can you use this in the system that those machine that you are not using, that you it will be like like you use in the system automatically, those are using, and to create bill for them, those that you are not using you cannot create bill for them, or
No, no.
any, or how?
Whenever you create, there will be a bill. Whatever you
uh,
use or not.
okay.
Because you suppose you create a virtual machine, it means you reserve some memory, some disk space, isn't it? But you are not using, but you reserve that one. So you have to pay that one that you reserve.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
one more question because I have some confusion about that purchase. Because I was thinking that if I purchase the Azure portal, it means that or there is some services that is free, like virtual machine and network. But I didn't know that every service you will buy it.
Some are free, some are paid. You have to pay for use. Suppose virtual machines, you have to pay.
Which one is free? Because I was thinking is some there is some services that is they are free.
There are very few services are free, like Active Directory, these are free.
Uh, okay. Okay, I think you are already bought the virtual machine. How does it cost?
Virtual machine. It,
Like it's around how much?
and how much it depends on the size, capacity, and everything. There are a lot of categories
Oh,
there. When we will create
oh,
virtual machine, then you can see. It depends on
okay,
category. It is not like that. This is the
okay.
fixed
Like
amount.
that,
Okay.
the storage, the run.
Yes, storage, RAM, processor.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Now we will about policy, how we can make policy. So this policy is like different users case. One is allowed resource type. You can put resource type there. That this resource type only you can create, and you assign this policy to any group. Then this group can only use create whenever they want to create a resource. They can only create that resource type. Allowed virtual machine SQs. SQs means suppose a package. It's code of package. So that package only you can use. Allowed locations. Restrict your locations. Suppose you can impose that policy to a group that group wants to suppose not group, suppose a user. You can allow restrict one user that whenever this user create any resources or anything, then he must be created in East US. Otherwise, any other locations he has no permission to create any resources. Required tag and its value. As I know, the tag and value is optional, but you can make it, compulsory. by putting Azure policy. Azure backup. Suppose we know virtual machines, sometimes we need backups. And it is very recommended that you, if there is any important service is going on in your machines, then it should be a backup policy. So, but suppose in your backup policy, but what happened? One users or in your company or one accountant in your company have a virtual machines, but he didn't apply this, backup recovery system. Now there is a problem in his virtual machines, then he lost his data. To prevent this one, you can give a policy to the account section that who are the account section wants to create any virtual machine or wants to operating any virtual machines, automatically this Azure backup should be enabled automatically. You cannot disable this one. So these things are the Azure policies we can implement. So where we can implement, one is in a resource, in a subscription, or a manager. So this, and for this is we will check about hierarchy and policies, because these two are very similar. So we will go in the portal. Now can you see my portal?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So first of all is management group. We will go to the management group. Policy always it's better to put in management group. Suppose here is a management group. Now there are a lot of group is there, so we will make a new group. So create. There will be any ID. Suppose any ID you can put 2249. We can put. Then management group name. I can give a name of Azure TRAINING. Azure training. Submit. One group will be created under this tenant root group. Tenant means the top group. It's creating, just wait. It is in progress. Now it's done. So if I refresh, look, Azure training is there. We under the tenant group. Now in the Azure training, we want another group. So click here and create. Name is 22491. Anything you can give. Just I put Y1 because 2249 is my top group Azure training, because I will put another subgroup under this two Azure group. So I put 1. So Azure training 1 is like batch 1. So this batch 1 will be under Azure training. Creating, it's taking some time. Now it's maybe start. So now look, Azure training, under the Azure training, there is batch 1. So I can create another one. Create, not here, going to Azure training. And there I will put another create. 22492. The name is PATCH batch 2. Submit. So here is another one, Azure training. One is batch 1 and one is batch 2. Now I put one policies there. What policy? That anyone from Azure training or batch 1 or batch 2 wants to create one, any resources, then they have to create in East US or Asia. Then what happened? So we will go that resource management group, and there is a policy under this management group. We will create here, click here, then it will be here policy. Then assign policy. Where we'll put as training. What is the policy definition? What will be the policy we will put? Suppose we will create allow suppose here allow location. So click. It is allowed location. Then next, this is advanced, no need now. Then parameters, here we will put suppose Asia. All the pupils. Now next, this is the message. If anyone wants to create any other places, then what message it will be it will be shown. So you can create, you can any, you can write here any message or you can leave it blank, no problem. So I'll make it leave it blank. Now next, now create. So this policy is created already. Yes.
Sir, come again, please.
Yes, I cannot understand.
Like to implement all these policies, what are the requirements? What are the restrictions you place on this policy?
Restriction is anyone from this group wants to create any machines or any resources, then they should create in the region of Asia. Any other region they cannot create. What happened? Where is the policy? There should be here now, but not started. It takes some time to start this compliance. It is came here, but it will take some time to start this compliance. It will be when it is compliant, then it will be started.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now this way you can put policy in a management group. Now we have a question that how we can put anything in the management group. Look, resource group is there. So you can put any resource group in this management group like this. Now create resource group in this management group. So under this resource group, all the machine, all the resources will be in the where? In the Asia. Now it is, you can create here East US. Why? Suppose there's a SU trading. SU. Now you can create, but it is in East US. Why? Because this is not compliance yet. This policy is not started yet. Whenever it will be started, then you cannot create anything without Asia. All will be in under Asia.
Sir, so how long will it take for this compliance to roll?
It actually it depends. It depends. Sometimes it comes very early, sometimes it comes little bit slow.
Because because I already created a group. I already created a resource group, but I don't see it in my Azure portal.
Okay. Now
That
this is the resource group. Yes.
I created a resource group, but I don't see it in my Azure portal.
I cannot understand you. You create resource group and
I created a resource group in my Azure portal, but I
yes,
don't see it. I don't see it. I check it all, but I don't see it.
maybe it's not created. That's why. But if you create,
Sir,
then it
sir,
must
sir,
be there.
sir, it's created.
In the letter, in
Even
the let
even I saw the notification. I saw the notification
okay,
that
okay. In the letter in the class, you can show me. Okay.
okay.
So this the way we can put policies there. Okay. Now can just wait. I'm just taking one phone.
Sir, sorry, sir. How is that?
Yes.
How is that? Did you check the
No,
speed of the laptop?
I'm checking my internet connections. It's okay or not?
Internet. Okay, speed test.
No problem. It's okay. So this is the way we can, you know, put policies in hierarchy. So now we will go to another topics. That one is the rollback, role-based access control. So this is role-based access control. Configure role-based means the user will be, we will control the user with their roles. What type of roles they have? There are some defined roles in Azure. So first of all, we have two types of access. One is role-based access, another one is active directory roles, isn't it? We create in the first class one active directory. There will restrict some users. There is another thing, and these RBAC roles or rollback access control roles, there is different. This one is used for Azure resources, and this one is for Azure AD, means active directory objects. Suppose if you want to give teams, you know, administrator of teams of a user, you give a user that can uh, you know use administrator of users. It means they can create user. That things you can have a roles in Azure AD, but any resource type of roles you have to use Azure RBAC, role based access control. The scope can be specified at multiple levels, different levels. There are roles, so we will learn about those roles when we will see the roles in the Azure portal. Scope is the tenant level. Always in the tenant means Azure Active Directory has the roles in, and you have to inherit those roles from this Active Directory. You don't have the some levels, means don't have the other directories there. But here you have a different directories there. Role information can be accessed. You can use this role information, or you can impose this control, this role information from Azure portal, Azure CLI command line, Azure PowerShell, Azure Resource Manager templates, and REST API. These forms you these are the options from where you can access that Azure role information. But from Azure AD roles, where you can put or control Azure AD roles, it is from Azure portal, as we learn how we can create users and give the some restriction from, or give some roles, or give some responsibility to the users from Azure portal. Microsoft 365 admin portal. We have the Microsoft 365 account, then they can have these AD roles. Microsoft Graph, there is another service. Azure Active Directory PowerShell for Graph. This is another service. But these are the difference between Azure rollback access control roles and Azure AD roles. So what are the rollback access control? We will learn. There are some roles, as I told you. One is owner, contributor, reader, and lot of roles is there. Suppose user access administrator, who are control the user access. Backup operator, who are the operator backup system of your services. Security reader, who are only the read the security options there. There are a lot of, and like that, you have owner. Owner means who are the owner of this resource manager or resource services. Contributor means who has this type of actions. He cannot delete, cannot write, but he can assign. So these are the things. There are the different built-in. There are some built-in roles is there, and also there are custom. Custom means you can make the roles from your ones if you want. So how? Role definition. Role definition is what are the roles is there: owner, contributor, reader. Suppose, and role assignment. Suppose there is a group called marketing group. This marketing group, you make a role is a contributor. It means this note action, he cannot delete, he cannot write, he cannot elevate. From whom? Pharma sales. One resource group is pharma sales. Under pharma sales, there are a lot of resources there. Marketing group can only read this resource group, the resources from the resource group, and they can assign user to this resource group. Suppose they can assign a user to use any resources from this resource group, but they cannot delete, they cannot write, they cannot elevate anything from this resource group. This is the roles of contributor. Suppose if you give him this marketing group as a owner, then they can do anything in this group's resources. So these are the things of role assignment. And this is the authentication. How the roles authentication? One is the root global admin, who are the main admin of both Azure Active Directory and also Azure RBAC roles. There may be management group there, and management group there is another subscription there. And that subscription has another Azure roles there, because every subscription has the roles, Azure RBAC roles. So these are the roles. We will now see how we can implement these roles in my Azure systems. So we will go for the, for practical, then it will be clear much more. Suppose from here, suppose resource group. Can start from resource group. So we put one Azure batch 3. This is our resource group. Now what we need some access control from this resource group. We will give some roles to different users to this resource group. How? You will go access control, this one in the resource control access group, access control IAM. Now role assignment. Look, if there is any role assignment users, then it will come here. This is one role assessment. Who? I am the user access administrator. Scope is root, and suppose I want to put another assignment. Add role assignment. So what will be my roles? Suppose my roles is contributor, CONTR. There is any contributors, privileged administrator roles, here is contributor. There is a job function, there's a privileged contributor roles. There is a contributor. So next, now you can use your group or service, anything you can put here. So suppose I will select members. In here you can see in Active Directory we create this user, isn't it? User groups and everything. So these are came here. Those groups are came here. Suppose I want IT training. Who? The group of IT training will be the contributor of these resources. So I make IT training. Then next, review and assign. It will be added. It is added. Now look, IT trainer as a contributor. Suppose I want to put one person as a owner. Then what? Then I will create here again add role assignment. I want to put a owner. Owner. Next, select member. Now I want to who I can put. Suppose Asif Khan. I want to put him as a owner of these resources. Now select. Now next. Because condition is restricted. It cannot be owner because condition is not constant. Events. Now edit. Look, he is now owner of these resources. The group of IT training who are the inside this group, those users are the contributor of these resources, and I am the user access administrator of these resources. I am the user access means I can create any users from these resources. So now you can understand that what is the role-based access control, isn't it? Any question from role-based access control or today's classes? Any questions? Today we have learned three things. One is what? Resource manager. Another one is policy and management group. And last one, we learn about the what? RBAC, role access control. So any question from today's topics?
Yeah, no topics, but sir,
Yes.
I think if it's possible to for one of us to share his screen and do it, then maybe if someone has a issue, maybe that man or me or Boja can help him or her. I think that it can be a good idea because you already know how to add, how to fix it, how to do everything there. So I think if me or Bojan show his screen and do it and so and he, then maybe tomorrow I can forget and he can help me, I think.
Okay, so, sir.
Yes, I
Yes,
understand.
I have also idea. So since maybe because of the time but every class maybe one member of us supposed to like try to present and to start to do some practice so that we can work together and since you are all if he made mistake you ask one of us what you supposed to do and we correct him or correct that. So next class one of will take. So
Yeah, a
that's
good
I
idea.
yeah
That is a
yeah.
good
So
idea.
that's I
Okay,
just
okay.
you will pick someone and understand my point.